Good morning, everyone. This is an informal video that I'm doing, and it is only for my subscribers that happen to go on my YouTube channel. I'm not advertising this video at all. I just want to talk about some of the current news. So when you go to CNBC, you hear a lot about Bitcoin, and they don't seem to mention the altcoins too often. It's always Bitcoin in the news. And I just want to say that in my opinion, and this is coming from someone that has made a lot of money from Bitcoin already, but currently I do not own any Bitcoin. In my opinion, there are so many great things to invest in right now. I'll give you an alternative, Facebook. And there are so many articles and so much hype about Bitcoin right now that it's kind of ridiculous. And right now, off the top of my head, Bitcoin has something like $250 billion market cap, if you can call it a market cap. And I am a fan of blockchain. I'm actually a fan of Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, some of the other cryptos. But I don't like the amount that people are talking about it because, in general, stocks are better, and Bitcoin has its issues. It, in my opinion, is not worth $11,000 yet. I think that it will be years from now. And kind of what this reminds me about is, remember, for those people that are over 40 years old, the dot-com bubble. And there were so many great companies, like Microsoft, for example. Microsoft shot up in market cap, and I believe IBM and a few other ones too. Intel comes to mind too. So these are companies that they are very, very good companies, and to hold them for the long term would have been a good decision. But that doesn't mean in 1999, at the height of the bubble, that's when you should be buying into these companies. So that's kind of what Bitcoin reminds me of right now. Just because Bitcoin is good, it's useful, other altcoins like Ether, like Litecoin, like ADA, like EOS, like Stellar, just because these are terrific projects, technologies, companies that people are working on, coins, currency, whatever category you want to put them in, just because they are terrific doesn't mean now is the time to invest. There are great things to invest in. There are companies making huge amounts of money, and there are some serious things going in the news. Like one that is really running the stock market is these tax cuts. So a company used to be entitled to 65% of its earnings, paying 35% tax. So basically the government had a claim to 35% of their earnings. And now companies in America have claim to 79% of their earnings, and the government only has claim to 21%. So to go from 65 to 79, that's about a 20% increase. So the majority of companies in the stock market that are making a profit that used to pay around 35%, now they're paying about 21%. So now they get a 20% boost in earnings, and that is absolutely huge. So lots and lots of companies are going to have more money. And the reason why we invest is because we want to be an owner of great companies that earn lots of money that are going to give us money. That's the whole point of it. So in other news today, one of the stocks that I invest in, PetMeds, I think they changed their actual name to 1-800-PET-MEDS. I haven't looked in specifically to see what the exact name is, but from the headline articles I've read, it's 1-800-PET-MEDS. But I don't know if everyone's heard about this company. It only has about a $1 billion market cap. The share price is about $50 right now. They just released earnings. They grew revenues and earnings in the 10 to 13% range, which is very good. The stock is trading at a 33 multiple, give or take, and price to earnings multiple, which is slightly on the high side. But since this is only a $1 billion market cap company, I feel very comfortable holding this stock for the long term. So those of you that own pets and want an interesting stock to invest in, 1-800-PET-MEDS. What else is in the news? Netflix is going to be reporting earnings later today. Netflix is a stock that some people absolutely love. I've never invested in it. I wish that I did back when it was $65 a share. That was probably my time to get in. After that point, I felt like I missed the boat, and I'll probably continue missing the boat because Netflix is priced very, very high now. But for some people, they've done very well, so that would be news that's happening after 4 o'clock today. By the way, today is January 22nd, and right now it's about noon. So what else is in the news? WYNN Resorts reported earnings, and they are growing revenues nicely, growing earnings nicely. They beat on the top line and the bottom line. So WYNN Resorts, one of the fellow YouTubers that I follow, Jeremy, who runs the financial education channel, he has a huge investment in WYNN Resorts. And I would also like to quickly talk about the government shutdown. I think it's been going on for 3 days now, and the last government shutdown went on for 16 days. And I think as far as investing goes, this is kind of a non-event. I mean, it does affect GDP slightly, but overall the major story is that the companies traded in the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ, they're going to be reporting earnings very, very soon. I mean, they've already started. NASDAQ's today, WYNN was today, PetMeds was today. But some big companies like Apple, Facebook, those type of companies, they're all reporting earnings around the end of the month, around January 31st. So this is a huge time to be invested and a great time to be invested because companies are earning so much money right now. And you don't really want to miss out on a bull market while it's happening. A bull market is generally when stocks go up. So this is pretty much a great time to be invested. So thanks for watching today. If you like the video or you like the videos in general, please subscribe and share any one of my videos that you particularly like. So thanks for watching.